This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we got Chris Brown ordered to remain in custody after arrest in England after he smashed a producer over the head with a bottle in 2023. Here's the problem. They're holding him to June 15th. He starts his tour in Europe on like the 13th or the 9th or something like that, a couple days ahead. They're doing this purposely to hurt his tour. Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, Chris Brown gets in a lot of trouble, bro. Like, he's a hothead. Every 2 years or a year, you hear something big with Chris Brown, like fighting somebody or this. Like, he really stands on business. 50 Cent says, damn, they doing CB dirty. They knew this case for 2 years and waited for him to go on tour and arrest him. That's true. They alerted he's in the country, and they showed up and arrested him. That's crazy. So they're holding him without bail, anything. This is crazy. I don't know. It's nasty work. Tekashi and Bobby Shmurda were spotted in the same club, but Bobby Shmurda didn't do anything, even though he talks about rats. Yeah, you don't want to go back to jail, but stop talking about like you're going to do something. Just leave it alone. Diddy dropped Diddy coin from behind bars, and Kanye co-signs it. Kanye and Diddy. Kanye might be next, just to let you know. Kanye has a lot of spooky things about him. A lot. Once you start hearing the real stuff about Kanye West that they don't talk about, okay? I wish I could tell you. I can't. It's not for me to disclose, all right? How do I know about them? You just hear about them when you're on. All these people know. Everyone knows. Okay? This has been going on since 2007, 5 or something like that. Because Kanye started moving around, hiring people to do certain things. I can't really get into it, but he's he should chill out. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. It's not just the things we've heard of so far. He has more than that. It's just weird stuff. It would just make you, I don't know how you could look at Kanye even worse at this point, because he's like, yeah, he's great with music and all that. And I just think the dude's broken in the, like, I think he was already twisted. Well, I know he was already twisted. But I think that, like, the whole Kim Kardashian thing and everything, and him being into these types of things makes me think, what's Kim into? She must be into some freaky stuff, you know? But it is what it is. Diddy dropping Diddy coin from behind bars. Bro, and this is free Diddy. These people did free Diddy right in front of the court steps. I don't know if this was the right move. I heard rumors that their Diddy's house is now got a haircut to $20 million. Diddy reduces mansion price to $20 million. Let me see. What happens to Diddy's $61.5 million mansion? I don't think it did get it. I don't think they did reduce it to $20 million. Let's see. His rapper comes to trial. $50 million bond. Nothing. All right, so they haven't really. The price might be tough hill to climb. Nobody's going to pay $61 million for that, especially knowing it's Diddy's house. I think that it will get reduced. The taxes, alone on the ass are $500,000 a year. Huh. Yeah, we'll see. It's good. I mean, remember Kanye West was trying to sell a house for $50 million, and then it got reduced to like $20 million. You know, like, but that's because he gutted it. I don't know. We'll see. Some people say that it needs to be renovated for $8 million. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Kanye's. Combs paid $40 million for the property in 2014, so accepting the offer would be a loss. He appears to have taken out a mortgage of $25.3 million at the home at the time. I would just dump it at this point. Because, so Bowman announced that he offered $30 million for the property because of its stigma. I would say, just let it go for $39 million. $35 million, maybe. 39 would be fair. Because even, whoever's going to buy it's going to be able to make money on it anyways, eventually. $39 million. It's hard to sell houses over a certain amount of money. Diddy says, "We love you, Pops," to Kanye. Cassie reached a $10 million settlement with the Intercontinental Hotel just days before Diddy's trial began. Yeah, they knew they had to settle that because those tapes came out. It was humiliating, and it exposed a lot. So, yeah, that's I think their own security leaked the tapes. See, that's why it's dangerous to have bad people working for you. Mase talks about his albums ready, and that if everyone goes to his Instagram and does this QR code and sends him his email, he'll send them the album for free. Mase is not releasing his album. I can tell you that. He's very scared to release music. I don't know why, but he is. I want him, I would just leak out a single like he was doing with Cameron. Don't release a whole album. Just do singles. Have fun with it. You already have money with Cameron. You guys are doing your thing with the show. You don't need the album to do well. Cassie heard threatening escort over suspected tape and core audio. She was like, "You don't know me. I'll hire people to take you out. It's not going to be blood on my hands. I'm not playing with you, Sujit. Tell me, did you video us?" These people, Diddy and her were some toxic. That was some toxic energy right there. Vybz Kartel makes it clear, because they were trying to say that he's banned from Trinidad and Tobago. He's banned from certain activities in Trinidad and Tobago. Vybz Kartel says, they have a license to do a show. All this other stuff the promoter's trying to do is extra, and he didn't authorize it. And he respects the country, and he's just trying to go there, perform, and leave. And that's still going on. But everything else is not going on. All these appearances here and there. The government didn't want that, and he's respecting that. Yeah, you just go and do your show and leave. You don't need to stay in these places. If they don't want you there doing extra stuff, just leave. Rick Ross on why Rich Forever isn't on DSPs. It's because he can't clear any of the material, and he's not going to pay for it to get cleared. That's what it is. He says, it was really just, me sharing it with the fans, and no, you can't get it on there. You didn't clear it. Those were some big records. It was a good mixtape. Don't get me wrong. It was good. He just can't clear them. Safari says, if I was Cassie, I'd take the money and leave America. You're not Cassie. You're not Cassie. They do live overseas, Safari. And this is 10 mil can last a lifetime if you live normal. Yeah, Safari does not live normal. So this is taking advice from somebody who doesn't. Anytime Safari gets a check, he buys a fur and buys a used Rolls Royce that he can't afford. If Cassie husband, I wouldn't care about nothing saying anything either, because it was all before me. Yeah, that's the see, you have to know a woman's past before you, because that's to the core. That's kind of who she still is. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Same with a guy. Okay, a lot of people to the core. If a guy's a cheater, he's probably still a cheater, right? If a woman's a cheater, she's still a cheater or a freak. If someone dated a lot of people, that doesn't mean anything, because if they're single, right? But if you're a cheater, that's different, because you're betraying people. You don't respect others. If someone's a freak, they're usually still a freak. I'm just saying. So this is footage. This just shows you everybody tries to play gangster until they locked up. And this is an OTF member right here. OTF, what's his name? Day or something? There's too many OTF members. OTF Duty Poo. What's his name? Day. OTF Day. Caught crying. They arrested him. He says, I'll tell you about everything Woo!
Is it man, can't wait to get to where I just stay so I go check on it. Is the door unlocked or you got keys so we going out? The door unlocked? Alright, I'm gonna send a unit over there, alright? Okay? Alright, sit tight, man. Sit tight. Alright, give me your number, I'm gonna call.
You should have got a lawyer, man. At least you could have gotten out of something. He says got caught with a gun, and now he's going to tell about everything. I'll tell you about the murders. This is why I would never do crime. I couldn't get locked up. Couldn't handle that. Charlemagne clocks the tea between Ryan Leslie and Diddy and Cassie. If you don't know, that Ryan Leslie brought Cassie to Diddy, and Diddy stole Cassie. Like that, he did Cassie's first couple records, and then they're like, "Do you think this hurt your career?" Ryan Leslie was always overrated. Them beats can't stand the test of time. The beats he made in 2004, 2006 were already outdated by 2008. It sucks. This is why he never produced for anybody else, and he never went anywhere. He had a couple songs, and then he disappeared. And then he went around, he's like, I'm revolutionizing this music industry by having people email me. It was cool. It was direct to consumer, but it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. I don't know. Ryan Leslie, he was too egotistical when he got in the game. That's what it was. He was like, yo, I got everything figured out. He would go out to a club and come back in a suit and start pretending like he's Kanye on the beats. He's not. He's not. Make sure you go check out Art's channel. He has a lot of good interviews with Gene Deal. Gene Deal says Diddy was worse than R. Kelly in 2002. Gene Deal was around to like 98, 99, I think. Right? So he'd be kind of like making stuff up on the fly a little bit. But he knows Diddy. He was around Diddy for many, many years. Remy Mase sitting courtside in Boston with Millyz. Millyz. Dude. Why? You're sitting with a washed-up rapper courtside, Millyz. Plus, she's sitting with Millyz, who's beaten every charge. He's like, yo, I got caught with this case. I beat it. He's beaten 8 charges. I think that's... I don't know about that. Millyz is cool. I like some of his music. But Remy Ma, she's trash. So it's like, what are you doing? That's all I got to say about that. People think that Donald Trump is going to pardon Diddy. That's never going to happen. Okay. Then Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion's fans are donating money to the guy who stabbed Tory Lanez. What? What kind of world do we live in here? And Kanye is trying to free Tory Lanez. But, bro, do not. If I was Tory Lanez, I'd be like, yo, Kanye, leave me alone, man. I don't need your help. That guy's tainted. That guy is tainted. Nobody wants help from Kanye West. Nobody. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you got caught up. I was tired, man, earlier, so that's why I'm putting a video out 4 hours later from my last video. I'm sorry about that. This is JordanTower with JT News. Smash that like button. I will check you guys in the next one. I had to get really early. That's why I was up so early, putting out videos at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I had to get up early and do something this morning. Anyways, guys, this is JordanTower with JT News. Peace.